This is my hobby metalworking shop, and today's focus is going to be on one particular way that I store steel stock. Anyway, so this is just a quick view around the shop, and it's 20 by 24 feet, by the way. Stock up to about 12 feet long is stored low down and behind this machinery. Okay, stock from about 6 feet long to about 8 feet long, maybe a little shorter than 6 feet, is stored in between this bench and this cabinet here over by my blacksmith forge. And there's just a simple rack here, which is pretty hard to see, but it's just this wooden rack with a kind of a foot on it so things can't slide out. And then there's some bolts here in a couple of different places to keep things sort of separated. Two of the drawers in this cabinet hold round and rectangular stock from about 10 inches to about 18 inches in length. And over here in this corner that leads out into the garage part of the shop building is where I store my tool steel stock. And I know it looks like it's a mess, but most of it is labeled. And of course, I've had a lot of it a long time. So I kind of know what it is, or I know how to figure that out. Anyway, that's where I store my tool steel stock. I have a very well insulated garage door in both this shop, the metal shop, and in the wood shop. And the idea is there that I can get access to get things in and out if I need to. I didn't say it was easy, especially in this shop, to get ready to open that door up and drive in a big tractor, you know, and carry in a milling machine, but it is doable anyway. And that's worked out really well. One of the things I'm kind of proud of is this storage. And this is storage for stuff that's like over 24 inches and less than 6 feet. And it's these 5-gallon pails, and each one of them is on one of these Harbor Freight, the smaller of the Harbor Freight furniture dollies. And I'd used those for many, many years, the 5-gallon pail thing, but the materials would flop all over the place. So what I've done more recently is to create that plywood or particle board X-shaped pieces that just slide down in there, and that divides the pail up into fourths, and that keeps stuff more vertical than it would otherwise be. And I'm really happy with those. You know, if I did anything, that's a little more reasonable. And the stock, although it probably doesn't look like it from here, is somewhat sorted. At least I know, you know, where to go first. As you can see, basically what I've done is I'm storing the stock in these 5-gallon pails that are sitting on the smaller size, I think it's 12 by 18 inch Harbor Freight type furniture dolly, where I've added a couple of boards on the center part of the dolly so that the pails sit nice and flat. So the main features of doing this 5-gallon pail on wheels sort of a thing are as follows. Putting an X-shaped divider in the pail holds the stock more vertical. The pails are easy to move around as needed. Some of my pails weigh well over 150 pounds, which is a lot more than I want to pick up anymore. And even if I was able to pick them up, They are mostly quite top heavy, which could lead to a bad day. It's easy to see what you have and works great as a portable storage solution. What one of the buckets looks like. And this is the shape of the dividers. Here are the dividers. I just made these out of plywood, but particle board or just about anything would work. It may be a little hard to see, but they're tapered. They're tapered a little bit. The buckets are tapered a little bit. And I'm not sure that all buckets are exactly the same dimension, but at least the ones I'm using are fairly consistent. And so here's a kind of a simple mechanical drawing of what they look like. So I made them 13 inches tall, 11 inches wide at the top, and 10.5 inches wide or thereabouts at the bottom. And I just made a slit the same width as the material from the top down on one of the partitions and from the bottom up on the other partition. So that's just one more way to organize stock in my hobby metal shop. I hope you can see that this method makes it easy to locate stuff and to move it around easily. Thank you for watching.